Hello, class. I've got project 1-5 on lesson 1, page 36. I have the file home office 1-5 open, and we'll go through these steps here. I'm going to just slide this over a bit so we see a little bit more of the Gantt chart and a little bit less of the task entry table. So the first step is to convert all tasks to auto schedule. Well, we can do one at a time by selecting the task by clicking on the row number and then clicking auto schedule. And we can do that all the way down, or we could click on the second, on task 2, hold down the shift key, press the down arrow key, selecting all of the rest of the tasks and change them all at once by clicking auto schedule. Notice we changed all the tasks that are in existence here to auto schedule, but any new tasks are going to be scheduled manually because that's the way the project was set. If we need to enter new tasks and we want them auto scheduled, we'd have to change to auto schedule, but it's not asking us to do that, so we're going to leave it just as it is. I'm going to click out of the highlighted area so it deselects them, and now I can go on to step 2. Set tasks 6, 9, 10, and 14 as milestones. Well, there is a milestone button up here, but if you notice, it inserts a new milestone, and we want to convert tasks that are already there to milestones. So we don't want to use that button. All we need to do is, milestones are tasks that have 0 duration. So watch what happens. I hit enter 0 or type 0, hit enter, and it changes the task bar to a diamond, which is the symbol for a milestone. Actually, you can create, you can have your milestones any symbol you'd like, but the default is a diamond. So we do the same for 9. Type 0, hit enter, and type 0, hit enter, 14. Now, at some point when it sees that I'm doing a repetitive step, it'll ask me if I want to do a bulk edit. I'm just going to say, okay, I know about that, and we'll talk about bulk edits later. It is saving time, and it's sort of what I did before when I selected all of the tasks 2 through 14. That was a bulk edit, but here I'm doing it one by one. So task 14, click type 0, hit enter, and we're done with that step 2. Step 3, assign a start relationship for tasks 1, 2, and 3. Well, the way project is set up initially, I can select tasks 1, 2, and 3 like that. What I did was I clicked on the first row and then I held the left mouse button down and dragged the mouse and highlighted all 3 tasks. Here's the link. Link the tasks, scheduled tasks. Now, it's going to link them in finish to start, and then I can change them to start to start. So let's see what happens when I link them. Okay, I'm going to do something here to make this a little easier to see. At the very bottom of the screen, there's a zoom in, zoom out. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And what that does, it brought these tasks a little bit more into focus as far as what their relationship is. I'll zoom out just a bit, make them a little bit wider. There we go. Okay, but these are finish to start relationships. How do I know? If I double click on the link arrow, task dependency finish to start. Well, here I can select start to start and watch what happens. Click OK. Now these 2 tasks, the Gantt chart indicates that they can start at the same time, and indeed they may have to start at the same time. Sometimes it's a matter of convenience that 2 things can start at the same time. Sometimes there's an actual dependency that you can't start task 1 until you start task 2. They have to start in unison. We don't know the answer to that, but nonetheless we are changing the relationship, so I'm going to do it here as well. I double-clicked on the arrow, I got the task dependency dialog, I changed the type of the link, and now I've got 3 tasks that are start to start to start. All these 3 tasks can start at the same time. That was step 3. Step 4, now we want to assign finish to start relationships for task 1 and 6, 3 and 9, and 2 and 10. 3 pairs of links. So let's do the linking this way, and this is my favorite way. You click on the taskbar, you hold the left mouse button down, and you drag, and you notice there's a link line that appears, and we want to link tasks. This is step 4, assign a finish to start relationship for task 1 through 6. So I started task 1, I drag it down to task 6, which is a milestone, or I'm sorry, no, that's it, that's a milestone. I let go of the left mouse button. Oops, I didn't let go quite the right time. There we go, let go. We'll try it once more. There we go. So now this milestone is now dependent on the completion of task 1. Now, we're going to draw the relationship between task 3 and 9, which was the second pair in step 4 on page 36. So let's click on task 3, the taskbar for task 3, hold the left mouse button down, and we're going to drag it through task 9, which is this one. Let go, and now we have this milestone being dependent on the finish of task 3. And then finally, we're going to take task 2, click on the taskbar, hold the left mouse button down, drag down to task 10. When it hits there, let go, and it's moved out that milestone. So now we see we have milestones, but they are dependent on the completion of 3 separate tasks. So that takes us through step 4. Step 5, now we want to assign finish to start relationships for task 4, 5, 7, and 8. So let's start on task 4. Draw the link from 4 to 5. 5, then from 5 to 7. Make sure that the cursor looks like the 4-sided arrow, because if it's on the left or the right side, you actually have 2 different functions, which we'll talk about. But we want to make sure that we have this 4-sided icon. I'm going to hold the left mouse button down, drag to task 7, and then do the same thing. See here, if I have that arrow and I move the cursor right or left, I'm actually going to lengthen the duration, and that's a different function. So I want to put it back where it was, and then I'm going to make sure I have the 4-sided arrow, draw the link line, attach it, and there we go. So now I've accomplished step 5. Step 6, assign finish to start relationships for task 10 through 14. Well, here now I can use the bulk edit. I can just select all of these, and I actually could have done this before, but I'll do it now to show you. Here I can select tasks 10 through 14, click the link arrow, and voila, all of these are now linked. So this is what the Gantt chart should look like when you're done with project 1-5. And if it looks like this, then you've done it correctly. If you've had a little trouble with it, then I hope that this video will help. In just a second, we'll go on to project 1-6.